Gzhel is a city near Moscow, and this game is based on that because they're known for making these paintings of these white vessels with these little blue flowers all over them. They're pretty cool and beautiful, and that's what this game is about. It's kind of an abstract game about rearranging your board.
Each player gets their own set of tiles here. They're all blue, and they have 5 different blue flowers on them: the orchid, the poppy, the rose, the bellflower, and the tulip. The way you tell whose is because you each have a blue stamp on the back of your tiles that matches your score token, which, incidentally, are all blue. And so you have 2 boards that you'll have randomly. One is diamond shape and one is circle shape, and all the boards have that on both sides. You kind of have the 2 random boards with different patterns in the background: leaf, lace, floral, and grid. One of these, the one that's shown on this random card, you'll leave open, you'll put the rest out, and you have one face down as a stamp. On a turn, you'll have these cards out like this, and a player will pick an animal. So let's say, for example, I pick hedgehog. So I will take, there's a hedgehog here, I'll take off all the tiles next to the hedgehog, and here the tiles next to this hedgehog. Everyone does the same thing. They take these tiles off. They then are going to put these tiles back on the board, and they can kind of put them anywhere they want. Now, you are trying to match the scoring on these cards. This one has to do with your diamond board. So and this one has to do with your circle board. And this one here, you want to have the same flower on as many of these spots. I can even put this stamp here on the board if I want to. So this one, for example, I'm going to pick one flower. So I'll pick the bellflowers. I have 1, 2, 3 of them on this lattice background. So I get 2 points. This one here, if I have this shape anywhere in my circle area, I'll get 2 points. Why didn't even come close to that? I don't think. No, I don't. Yeah. Then, by the way, you might wonder, what are these flowers? You can't see them. That just means 2 of the same flower. So I still don't think I pulled that off anywhere. And then on this card here is going to give me points, and this one only goes for this one. And again, there's a thing in a book that explains all these cards, and that's pretty important because, honestly, I forget, but you pick one type of flower that's around these figures and get 1 point for each type, then a different flower. So I might say, for example, it's on this board here, the hedgehog, I'll pick this flower, and I get 1 point. And then next to the fox, I'll pick the bellflowers, which gives me 2 points. So everyone's going to score those points, and then you'll start another round. Now, there are these stamp tokens. You can always put a stamp token on a board to do a couple things. One, you can pick a different animal than the one that the person whose turn it is. Everyone's pulling their tiles off the board, but whoever goes first will pick which one. You can pick a different one. You can also move a token, or you can switch 2 tokens by spending a stamp. The problem with stamps is when they're on the board, if someone picks swan, I'll take these 3 off. This one doesn't come off, it simply flips over. And it will come out a future turn, but it's kind of stuck there for a couple extra turns. If I don't want to put out all my tiles, maybe I just put 1 here, and I could put 2 more stamps so I have usage of those. You do this for 8 rounds, and whoever has the most points is the winner of the game.
This game has a flaw for me in it, and that flaw was so big it actually causes me to dislike the game. I'm giving this game a 5 out of 10, and I would like the game otherwise. And that fact is this game is just an assault on the eyes. It's hard to see. So much blue. Now, to be fair, I know an argument could be made and said, hey, this is what colorblind people deal with all the time. And I get that and I sympathize. But why would we deliberately make a game like that? The 5 flowers all blend together on the board. The backgrounds all blend together. The symbology they use in the cards is just awful. They'll use a picture of another flower to just symbolize 2 flowers. And that's confusing because you look at that card and go, where is that flower? Wait, that the flower doesn't even exist. And then when you flip the cards over for the stamp, those aren't so easy to see. The whole thing is just a sea of stuff. The base concept, you pull some tiles off the board, and then you put them back on, trying to score points for the 3 different things, which, by the way, you need to be concentrating and saying, this one matches this board, this one matches this board. Again, I know that this is a theme thing. I know. I mean, it would be weird if these were all different colors, I suppose, because it wouldn't work on the bowls and things. But something needed to change for me to make this one something that I want to play. The concept of the cards flipping, each round the card flips over, and so it changes, the scoring for the different things. That's kind of interesting. And I like to pick an animal and you pull them off. And I'm like, no, I'll pick a different animal and pull these off. And then you sit there in this very analysis paralysis because this game has zero interaction between people. You play it solo, it's the same as playing with other people, other than they're going to pick a different animal than you might want. And you sit there and put everything on, and then you score, and then move your scoring piece, which looks like everyone else's scoring piece, but mine's a circle, yours is an oval. Wow, this is definitely a case where the components ruined the game. So I want to like it more than I mean, it's not, it wouldn't be amazing anyway, but it would be a pretty good, solid game, I think. But because of how it looks and it's so hard to play, I just cannot recommend it.